Hey YouTube, it's your local Southwest Florida Realtors, Emily, and you know my partner, Tamara. Today we're going to take you through the historic downtown of Bonita Springs. And if you stick around to the end, we'll tell you about one of the newest, most talked about restaurants in the area.
The Bonita Springs downtown area is growing fast, and we have personally seen so many changes and additions in the last 2 to 3 years. Old 41 is the main thoroughfare through this quaint, gorgeous downtown. The area is full of history and cultural activities. You can easily walk through all the areas of interest from the top of Old 41, which is the corner of Bonita Beach Rd, to the iconic Wonder Gardens, one of the few remaining cornerstones of Old Florida.
As usual, let's talk about the location. The downtown of Bonita Springs runs between Bonita Beach Rd and Tamiami Trail. The town of Bonita Springs is in between Naples, Florida and Estero, Florida. We're about 14 miles to the Naples downtown, and that's about 25 minutes as long as there is not heavy traffic. There are also several great beaches in the area, as you can imagine. For example, there's Barefoot Beach and Little Hickory Island Beach, which are both between about 5 to 7 miles away. And it's about 6.5 miles to Bonita Beach Dog Park. Now, I know it's a great park because Tamara told me, and she loves her little Papillon, but her dog's a Coloradan dog, and so it didn't like this is funny, it didn't like the sand, didn't like being on the beach, but the Floridian dogs really enjoyed it. The downtown of Bonita is only about 10 miles from two of those communities that we've already shown you, Tidewater and Stony Brook. Those are located in Estero, and that is good to note since even though Estero has lots of shopping and dining, it does not have its own downtown, so this is the closest downtown for the Estero residents.
Okay, before we take you to the first place we want to show you in this video, right behind me is the Bonita Springs Public Library. It is quite new, it is big, beautiful, got all the latest technology and facilities. We do have friends in this area, so my children have been to this library several times and really enjoyed it. We're at the Riverside Park. This is the main gathering place for people in the Bonita Springs downtown area. They host events throughout the year, pretty much ongoing. Almost every single weekend there's something going on here, from art shows to farmers markets to lots of cultural events. There's also brew fest and movie nights in the park and loads of live music. The New Year's Eve of December 2022, I actually came here with a whole lot of friends and we watched a fireworks display that honestly was one of the best I'd ever seen. So I think the city of Bonita Springs loves to celebrate and does not cut any corners. There's even a veterans brick walkway and veterans memorial as a remembrance of those that have served their country. There are several of these large shaded areas, each with at least one table and benches all around the perimeter of the park. And behind me over there, that's the nice amphitheater section where they have the live music. If you want to see all the upcoming events here at Riverside Park, you can go to cityofbonitasprings.org. I actually printed it all out here just to talk about some of the examples. There's Stardust Memories Big Band coming up on the weekend before Easter. And then on the Easter weekend, there's a Easter egg hunt on the Saturday, and on the Sunday there's an Easter event as well. And there's also a Memorial Day event on that weekend, but almost every weekend there's something happening at this park. I know we haven't been talking for very long, but it's a really hot day and I'm already getting thirsty, so I need a nice refreshing water and a coffee. So I'm going to go to my favorite place for that here in this area, which is Downtown Coffee and Wine. I love this place because it's got really interesting food offerings and really, really good coffee. I think this is the best coffee on Old 41. There's a hazelnut affogato and a really good pistachio latte. I think I'm going to go get myself one of those. We have already spoken about this on another video. If you haven't seen that video, watch that one after this one. As you can see, it's dog friendly, this place. So I brought my dog here before as well. Okay. Hi, how are you? See, they even put real fresh pistachios on the top of the coffee. Really cool. Downtown Coffee and Wine is open from Mondays to Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then they open again from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. On Fridays and Saturdays, they open from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then open again from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. and they play live music on a Saturday. On a Sunday, it's just open till 3 p.m. Apparently, they do a really good wine tasting here as well. We've taken you to the Survey Cafe now. Unless somebody tells you about this place because they've been here, or if you're looking on the GPS for a coffee shop, you might not find this place because it is a hidden gem. It is on Wilson off Old 41, but honestly, everyone should know about this place. So although Downtown Coffee and Wine has the best coffee in my opinion, this place has the best desserts and pastries in this area. It is French owned and run. The people are awesome. The food is all great. But what really got me here, got me hooked, is their cheesecake. And I was not even a cheesecake person at all until I tasted their cheesecake. So please, when you're in the area, please come check them out. It's definitely worth the visit.
Right next door there looks like there's some authentic Mexican food, and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go look at it real quick. Okay, I got a couple tacos. I got steak tacos, and you got?
I got a chicken quesadilla.
So we're gonna try it out and see how it is. The food was super good and authentic. We highly recommend. Now let's head on over to the Wonder Gardens.
We're at the Wonder Gardens on Old 41. This is a beautiful small park. You can walk the whole park in about 40 minutes. It's just beautiful. It's teeming with nature. The most beautiful trees and plants that I've ever seen. Loads of birds. Hopefully we're going to talk to one of the ladies inside. Maybe she can talk for us as well and tell us about how many birds and all the different species that they have here at the moment. These two beautiful flamingos that are here are the grandchildren of the original flamingos that were here ages ago. They normally live 30 to 40 years, but these ones have way outlived their normal lifespan. They're apparently in their 50s, so that's really interesting. This is a combination of botanical gardens and a zoo for rescued and non-releasable animals. There are about 15 gators here. There's several tortoises, apparently the third largest species in the world of tortoises. Sulcata, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They're hoping to have an otter enclosure by the end of this year, 2024. And hopefully we're going to get Delaney, who works over here, to tell us about the wide range of birds that there are in this park. Another interesting fact, on the first Sunday of every month, Bonita Springs residences get in here for free. They just got to show any proof of residence that they stay in Bonita Springs, and then it's free for them. There's an American alligator here behind me. I found the sign very amusing. It says no swimming, although the Florida man might just try it.
Okay guys, I had to stop. Look at this tree. It's really scary. It says it's called a kapuk. Not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's like a weapon. Like if you like hit into this thing, oh man, it'd be bad.
Delaney from the Wonder Gardens, she said when she first started working here, she thought it was all about the plants. She loved the plants so much, but now she's becoming a bird nerd because she just loves the birds that are here and just has beautiful stories about them.
So we have many different kinds of birds here. The most popular are the flamingos and our parrots. We have lots of macaws. We also have peacocks, great curassows, golden pheasants, rainbow lorikeets, so many different types of birds. But my favorites are the golden pheasants. I had never heard of them before working here, and they're just so unique and colorful.
We were standing by the parrots as you walk into the main area, and Calypso, we couldn't get a word in. Calypso's so loud, he's completely crazy. And then there's others that are very shy. Tell us about the different personalities and their ages, more or less.
Yeah, that's something that fascinates me so much about all the birds, which I didn't know before starting here. They all have completely unique personalities. They all, like, even by the day, their moods will change. Some days they'll be so talkative, and other days they just don't want anything to do with anyone. It's so funny to witness being here all the time. Yeah, Calypso, he's a crazy guy. Millie, on the other hand, is more quiet. She's our oldest bird. She's in her 70s. And something I find so interesting is how a lot of our parrots were previously pets before ending up here, just because parrots can live to be anywhere from 80 to 100 years old. So in many cases they outlive their owners, and then that's how many of our parrots ended up here. But it's cool to see their little quirks they have from different people that took care of them. Like Stosh, our African Gray, he's one of my favorites. He has this weird customer service man voice he will talk in sometimes. He literally sounds like hello and goodbye, and it's so funny. This place has turned me into a bird nerd. Come visit the Wonder Gardens, it's awesome.
So before we leave the Wonder Gardens, we just wanted to tell you guys that they do have this beautiful tea house behind me that they rent out for events like weddings, birthdays. I think it's magnificent to be out here immersed in nature. So let them know if you have an event coming up, you're going to be in the area and you want to book out this beautiful tea house. We're at the McSwain house. This is the oldest home built in Bonita Springs in 1915, and it houses the Bonita Springs Historical Society. You can tour this house. It's tiny, but it is loaded with historical artifacts. I need my paper for this to make sure I get all the words in here. Make sure you pick up the Selected Historic Properties of Bonita Springs booklet. It has a map of downtown along with a list of all the historic homes and buildings. Please keep in mind the historic homes in this area are all still privately owned except for this, the McSwain house. This house is usually open Monday to Friday between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. But it's Friday, it's before 5 p.m. and it's closed. Not sure what's happened today, but it's normally those times. When you tour this place, you apparently learn a lot of interesting facts. What somebody told me today, what they learned here, was that the movie Just Cause with Sean Connery was actually filmed right across the road. That's at the Riverside Park where we were earlier. Yeah, filmed right here across the road. If you come to the McSwain house, you might just learn some awesome, interesting facts. Walking along Old 41, just after the McSwain house, we're getting to Sugar Shack. It's going to open in the next, I don't know when, maybe a couple of months. They look like they're working really hard. It's going to be food and I believe possibly something to do with music, live music as well. Coming up to the rooftop at Riverside, that's right across from the park that we were at earlier. Restaurant, bar, very lively, open at night as well, got a really nice vibe. To be honest, it's brand new. I have not tried it yet, but I believe it's awesome and very good vibe at night, day and night. We're at the Shangri. This is also on Old 41. This is a boutique hotel established in 1921. There's only a couple of rooms, but it's just very unique. They also do a brunch here, which I've been to, very special. They have several gardens, you can walk around, fountain areas, and they use this facility to very much embody health and holistic practices. They often have farmers markets here and several other vendors exhibiting their goods here for sale. It's just a unique and beautiful place to visit when you're on Old 41. As you can see, there's a big tent behind me. They must be setting up for a wedding. This is a beautiful place to have a wedding or another special occasion. So we're right at the back of the Wonder Gardens on Old 41 with the park directly in front of me to the side. We're here at these very cute 6 historic cottages. One of them is the office of the kayaking company called CGT Kayaks, where you can come hire kayaks from them. You can use your own kayak. You can go on a 1.5-hour kayak adventure or a 3-hour kayak adventure. If you have 3 hours, you can get all the way to Bonita Nature Place, where the 100-year-old Cypress Trail is, and that's a 3-hour round trip there and back along the Imperial River. If you have your own kayak and lots of time, you can kayak all the way to the Gulf of Mexico that way. For those of you that are wondering about the home prices in this area, the median price for single family homes that have sold in the last 6 months here in this close vicinity, say within a mile radius from here, is $500,000. There are a number of homes for sale here in this area. There is a huge price range between them, starting from $350,000, something really small, under 1,000 square feet, right up to over $2.9 million. Very, very big house, nearly 5,000 square feet. If you want to see any homes in this area and you're interested in this area after watching this video, please reach out, don't be shy. The last thing I want to mention in this video is the building called Entrada, which is right at the top of Old 41, which meets Bonita Beach Rd. There are various restaurants in there. There's a Waffle Monkey, really popular. You got to get there well in advance on a Saturday morning, get there as early as possible because there can be a queue right out the door. You might have to wait an hour for your waffles. There are hair salons and boutiques as well. A lot of interesting things there, a beautiful design as well for the building. And as promised, the most spoken about restaurant here in downtown Bonita Springs currently is the Bohemian restaurant. It has a unique, stylish, eclectic interior, very, very cool. Apparently the food is awesome. I have not been there yet, but I'm dying to go on a date night with my husband, and that's one of the places that's on my list right now. They have a tapas style menu, which is meant to be shared if possible. They source locally and have their own rooftop organic garden as well. They use those herbs for the drinks and the food preparation, I believe. The bar serves wines, cocktails and beers from Florida's local breweries. There are a lot of breweries in this area. I wouldn't even have time to cover that. There's a lot of shops. There's Pottery Scape. shops. There's a bicycle shops, a fishing shop. There is so much down here. We honestly have not had time to cover everything. We might have to do a part 2 on this area if you all love it so much. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Please let us know what you want to see more of in this area between Bonita Springs, Naples and Estero, and we'd love to show you around when you're in town. Let us know in advance if possible so we can put you in our calendar and meet with you. Please don't forget to like and share our video, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!